Hi, I'm Lauren, and I code stuff. The reason I'm making this channel is because of a really inspirational man. If you've ever heard of a YouTuber named Neistat, he makes daily vlogs in order to improve on his craft, which is filmmaking. Now, I'm not a filmmaker, but I am a coder. I try to make games and applications outside of my schoolwork to help me become a better coder, apply what I've learned, and just learn new things on my own. And one of the reasons I've turned to YouTube with this is to hold myself accountable, just like Neistat. The appeal here is that if I know that there's someone out there watching, even if it's literally just one person, I will feel the pressure to constantly be producing and make sure I have something to show for week after week. So I'd like to thank Neistat for the model and the inspiration to keep me improving my craft. So I guess the plan is to upload every Tuesday night and just showcase what I've accomplished for the week. Since I decided to start up this whole experience today, I'll just go ahead and show you what I've been working on for about the past week and a half. Now, before I get into that, I just want to put out there a disclaimer. I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers who just asks people to like and subscribe or any of that cliche YouTuber crap. I want this channel to be honest and sincere, and I trust that if you, the viewer, actually like it, then you'll drop a like and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel to see my week-to-week progress. I just think of all of that nonsense, it just gets in the way of the actual content, and I'm sure it annoys a lot of people, and I'm just not gonna hold on to that trend. I'm not out here trying to grind for money. I don't care about how many views I get. I'm not here for that. I just simply want to share my content, showcase what I'm working on, and hope that people can enjoy my creations with me just week to week, seeing how much I improve and where I go with my work. Now let's get into it. So here I have this clock that you've probably been staring at for a few minutes, and it displays time just like any normal clock would do. But I have it color coded so that we have the hours in blue, so my hours are 10, and the clock hand is in blue, corresponding to the hours. And so we have the minutes in green, and here's the clock hand for that, and the seconds in red, and there's that clock hand corresponding to that. And then we have the time period, whether it's AM or PM, morning or night, right there, because I'm not displaying this in military time. So to be able to know if it's morning or night, you need the AM and PM. And then up here, I have displayed the time zone, which is Pacific Standard Time, and the date, Tuesday, May 29th, 2018. Now, this time is the default time for the system. So it displays what my local time is, which is 10:54 p.m. on Tuesday, May 29th, 2018. This moment in time. And basically, I also have this background here. If you see, there's like little stars, a little moon, some grass, a little mountain. I have this image in the background, and I make it so that it changes based on what time of day it is. So if I have 3 more images similar to this one for the morning, one for the daytime, one for the evening, and then here's the one for the night that I currently have displayed. So my morning picture comes out at 5 a.m. and my daytime picture comes up at 10 a.m. My evening picture comes up at 4 p.m. and my nighttime picture comes out at 8 p.m. So since it's past 8 p.m., I have my nighttime picture sitting out here. So this is basically what encompasses on this bar right here, the local clock. So if I were to click on this, nothing would happen because we're already using the local clock. And that's what a default pops up to. Now, this is the inspiration for each of the states here in this application actually stems from the iPhone, the iPhone clock app, where it has, you can compare the times with the world clock, and you have a little timer, a stopwatch, and there's a few add-ons that the Apple app has, but I actually started making this application last summer. Funny story here. I made this application last summer, but I never ended up finishing it. Like, I had this local clock going on, and I got to this world clock, which I'll show you here in a minute. Now, and I just got stuck with it, so I like ditched it, went on and did something else for the summer. And I just came back this year, like I was feeling like I was refreshed, like I could tackle this project again. So I try to put it up on this code sharing site. It's called GitHub. For all of you non-coders who may not know what that is, you basically are coders. We just share our projects so other people can see them, and also you can collaborate with other people on applications that you're working on or projects or whatever, what have you. And so I'm new to the game, I haven't used GitHub before. I just started putting my projects up on there. So yeah, I came back to this application and I'm putting it up on GitHub, and in the process I deleted all of my code, wiped everything clean. So, just about a week and a half ago, I get started up on this again, and it's just a clean slate. And this is what I've come up with in a week and a half. Now, back to the program here. So I wanted to point out really quick before we move on to this world clock, this navigation bar, whenever you hover over an item, a label on the bar, it'll highlight itself to gray to show you that like you're selecting it. So I just wanted to point that out there. So we're going to move on to this world clock. And as you can see, I just have a little simple globe here in the background, and that's Africa, the continent of Africa. I feel like that's the most like recognizable part of the globe. So I just made that into the background because it's the world clock and picture of the world, But anyway, on to the functionality. So we have two clocks here similar to the world clock that we have. And here I just wanted to be able to compare two different times. So you can see the color of the hands, they're on black. I made it so that you can change the clock hands to just all one color, and then the time will display in one color too. And I made it so that when the times are equivalent to each other, like these are the exact same times. It's just the system time, the same time for my local time that I just grabbed, and I made it so that they're both black, so you can see that there's no difference. But you'll see when I go through my drop down menu here and I select a different time, like I'll just pick this Asia time because I know that's different. It'll show the time that's ahead in green and the time that's behind in red. So you can see it's already 9 a.m. Wednesday morning in Asia right now, but like my time is 11 p.m. And we're still on Tuesday, so we're gonna be a little bit behind them. Now, as you can see as well, I made it so that when you press this arrow, it drops down, and when you have the drop down, the menu, the navigation will disappear so that you can see all the choices in the box here. And you can change both of the clocks. And here's where we get a little bit of disappointment. So I have this slider here, but it's not like your typical slider, when you're using like Google Chrome and you're scrolling down a page and you can just kind of drag it and it will like scroll the page down, or scroll the page up. I wasn't, there's built-in little boxes like this that the language has, but it's not very compatible with the the graphics that like I'm able to draw this clock with and this image, it's not compatible with that mode. So I had to sort of create my own box, and this was the best that I could do. So you're not able to actually drag it and move it. Like, see, it doesn't really move very much. You just have to sort of click it to a spot and sort of see what you can get here. And it's a little disappointing. Not what I hoped it to be, but I don't know how much better I can get it. So basically, I'm pretty much done with this local clock that I showed you earlier, and this world clock. I'm probably not going to go back and fix it. Maybe I might do some little research here, try and see what I can come up with for this bar in the future. But for now, I'm just gonna bench that. Hopefully I'll just come back to it one day, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to see about that in the future. For the rest of the application, I haven't begun working on that yet. So I hope to accomplish in this week trying to get this timer done and this stopwatch. So hopefully in next week's video, as you can see, there's nothing here to see, but hopefully in next week's video, I'll be able to get to that. That's pretty much all I have. If you are a coder and you'd like to see my code, I'll have a link to my GitHub so you can take a look at my project in the description. I'm working in Java. If you're a non-coder, I hope you enjoyed looking at what coders do with their free time, because I don't know, I guess this is what I do with my free time for funsies. And I hope you enjoyed seeing my content. Thank you.